Hey, where's this plane coming from?
From Los Angeles. She's due over Rocky Point in 10 minutes. Cavalry, 56, eastbound, reporting. Everything working fine. Just passing over Shiloh Mountain. Altitude, 6,000. Ceiling about 3,000. Heavy clouds.
Will it be all right if I talk to him?
Sure, go ahead.
Hello, Tim. This is Anderson speaking. Why don't you turn back before it's too late?
This is one time they'll find they're not handling an unsuspecting kid. I'm going to ride this out to the finish.
You won't have a chance if anything happens.
I'm hoping they do knock me down. If they do, I'll be right handy to pick up any trail they leave. On time to the minute. Cavalry, calling Los Angeles Airport.
Los Angeles Airport. Anything go wrong, Tim?
Motor just kicked out. Won't pick up.
Where are you?
About 5 miles from Rocky Point. I'm pretty close to the spot where Jimmy crashed.
Can't you set her down?
No, not a chance. An eagle might land in these rocks, but you couldn't land a ship. Caterpillar Club is going to get a new member. Now, there's going to be another dead pilot. Well, make your bets, boys. Where's she going to crash? I'll bet you $50 she cracks up within 10 feet of that big rock. $50 you're wrong. 25, she sticks her nose in that gully. You're wrong. What do you say, Frank?
That poor ace cleaned me last night. I ain't got a dime.
fast. Tell Anderson to have the department stake out every fence in town. Keep a lookout for these bonds. There's nothing more I can do. I'm bailing out. So long.
Get a hold of the chief right away, Bill.
Okay. Welcome, Gate. I guess you pay me. I'll pay you later. Hustle these into town. Okay, I'll call you as soon as they deliver them.
Hello, is this Union Pacific? Well, I want to make a reservation on the transcontinental flyer leaving tonight to Shiloh. What's that? Holden's flag stop is the nearest station? Well, that'll be all right. The name, it's Natalie Brent. Yes, that's right. Thank you.
Hey, it's about time Charlie's showing up, ain't it?
Trying to be funny?
No, but he's been gone 4 days now.
Would 4 days in town be enough for you after 6 months out here?
Take that long to get filled up on the ham and eggs.
Be quiet, will you, while I do this?
ELB calling WAD. ELB calling WAD. Come on in, WAD. ELB calling WAD. ELB calling WAD. Come on in, WAD.
Your time, Raymond.
Tough luck, Blackie.
I'll learn to do that if it's the last thing I ever do.
Charlie's calling. He wouldn't tell me what's wrong. Seems like something's worrying him.
All right, this is Kincaid. What's on your mind beside your hair?
I cut the kid and the bonds are gone.
Gone? What do you mean gone?
I was tailed from the minute I hit town. I thought it was the feds and I laid low for 2 days.
All right, never mind that. What happened to the bonds?
I tried to deliver them to Louis this morning, but a couple of Tim Toomey's men waylaid me. And tell Dawson he's figuring on chiseling in on us.
That's what he thinks.
Well, he's heading out there right now.
What does he look like?
He's about 5 feet 9 inches tall, and he's got a...
Sound like a six-gun.
Charlie! Charlie!
He's through talking. I wonder who done it.
Well, he was trying to warn us about Tim Toomey, wasn't he?
Charlie! Well, I don't know what Toomey looks like, but it's going to be mighty unhealthy for any stranger that shows up around here.
Is he dead?
No. Most of them got him in the shoulder. He'll pull through. Take care of him till I call the ambulance.
Henry. Looks as though we're going to have company. You better keep under cover.
Pretty optimistic, aren't you, trying to hitchhike on a road like this?
Oh, no, that thought never entered my mind.
Well, I beg your pardon. I should have known you don't look like the usual run of hitchhikers.
Yeah, you see, you know,
Well, hitchhikers don't usually spend their time sitting around on rocks, do they?
well, some of us do. You see, there are all sorts of ways to do it. There's really quite an art to it. For instance, the ordinary way. And then there's the careless way, which of course means nothing, but there's a commanding way that can go on indefinitely and nothing ever happens.
Well, which do you find the most successful?
Well, I usually like this one. Are you going my way, mister?
But speaking of going places, which way are you going?
Well, I'm going any way at all, but preferably straight ahead.
That's the way I'm going. Want to get in?
Thank you. Oh, no, don't bother. You see, I've climbed over a lot of wheels. I've really done an awful lot of riding in. Well, wait just a minute.
That's all right.
Rumble station.
Well, you're coming up in the world now.
Well,
There you are.
You'd be more comfortable if you tossed that in the back.
Well, at least I'd be able to hold on.
You're from the east, aren't you?
Yes, I am, but I was born in the West.
Straight quite a ways off the beaten track. Where are you going?
Straight ahead.
Oh, I see. Mosquitoes are pretty thick, aren't they?
Really? I hadn't noticed it.
The sun's getting pretty hot.
I don't mind it as much as the mosquitoes.
Whoop. Careful there, Henry. Careful.
Oh, my suitcase.
I say, would you mind giving me my suitcase? I think it'll be a little safer up here.
I thought we might see some of the wreckage of that plane that cracked up here last week. 10 people were
We're
killed.
near Shiloh, then.
Yes, but if you're expecting anyone to meet you there, you're going to be disappointed.
Well, I'm not going to Shiloh. I remember reading about 2 planes cracking up in this section.
You know, Shiloh's a kind of a ghost town. When Brent closed down the silver mines down there, the entire population moved out overnight. Hasn't been anyone there in years.
Well, this is as far as I'm going. Thanks very much for the lift.
You think I ought to follow her? No. When I mentioned Brent's name, she almost gave herself away. He's probably here for the same reason we are.
Hey, fellas!
I never saw him before. Hi, boys. Mind if I get down and visit a little?
Keep your hands where we can see him.
I was just going to tie my lines.
Well, that ain't necessary. Get out of that wagon. Get his guns, Raymond.
He ain't packing a gun.
Well, we ain't taking no chances. Get him away from this wagon.
You heard?
Now, would you mind telling me what this is all about?
Did you meet anybody on the road today?
No, you're the 3 days.
My old man always said shoot first and ask questions after.
What brings you to this town?
I heard Shiloh was deserted, and I was just poking around looking for gold.
Well, you're wrong on both counts. It ain't deserted and there ain't no gold.
Insinuating that strangers aren't wanted?
That's right. Now get going.
Well, Henry, I guess it's time to go. Reach for the sky.
I don't start anything because my nose is itchy and it makes my fingers twitch.
Get their guns, Henry.
Okay, Tim.
Tim Toomey.
See, what'd I tell you? Shoot first and ask questions after. My old man was right.
What are you covering up here?
Are you Tim Toomey?
Do I look like him?
Well, he said you were.
So what? Now, which one of you is going to do the talking? Watch these fellows, Henry. Oh, so it's you again. Who are you, anyway?
Natalie Brent.
Brent. Looking for your father?
Yes, I am. Where is he?
What made you think you'd find him in a ghost town where no one's lived for years?
I won't tell you.
The bond robbery?
My thief.
The failure of motors on the Miltons, though, made you think he might be here, eh? Now, you stay in there till I come back. Better talk and talk fast.
A couple of miles out of town.
Well, you're taking me there.
Yeah, you and who else?
Some of my boys, of course. They're handy if I need them.
You're crazy. If we done anything like that, the boss would murder us.
What do you think I'll do to you if you don't?
Well, you got the bonds. What else do you want?
A cut in on your racket. I know you fellas got a way of knocking these mail planes down. And you know in advance when they're carrying anything worth taking.
We gotta give us time to talk this over.
All right, but don't do anything foolish, because I'll watch you. That girl we picked up on the road is Brent's daughter. She's locked up in the closet in one of the rooms.
Listen, Toomey will kill us if we don't do what he tells us.
Our only chance is to lead him to the hideout and let the boys take care of him.
That's a good idea.
If you figuring on taking your boys along if we do what you want,
What difference does that make?
there's always a lookout up at our place. If we go up there with a bunch trailing us, well, looks like it couldn't be nothing but a pitched battle.
Well, there's something to that. I'll go along with these fellas. You get in touch with the boys and trail us.
Okay, Tim.
We got some horses right over there. Just a minute.
Over there's where we're going.
Who's the brains of your outfit?
Dawson, and he's plenty smart.
It's Shorty, Frank, Raymond, and Mac, but I don't know the other fellow that's with them.
Sure it ain't Dawson?
Sure I am. Here, take a look. He must be okay or the boys wouldn't be bringing him here.
Yeah. How do we know he ain't holding a gun on him? Hey, you boys lie low and keep him covered. I don't like the looks of this.
This is a gent you all heard about, Kincaid, Tim Toomey.
Oh, I'm glad to know you.
You look it. But don't worry, I'm harmless.
Tim didn't want to bring his boys along, afraid you fellas mightn't understand.
What does he mean, your boys?
They're waiting for me back down there a ways.
Oh, I see. Then he didn't come here on business.
Well, business and pleasure combined. Just a little friendly visit to look things over.
How do we know he ain't running the bluff?
I never bluff.
Who is this man? What's he doing here?
I can answer that all in one breath. Tim Toomey's the name, if that means anything to you. I suppose you're Dawson.
I might have guessed there was only one man in the West with nerve enough to do what you've done. I don't mean getting those bonds away from that thick-headed fool Charlie. That wasn't so much of a trick. But to walk in here single-handed, that's
Just
really...
a minute, Dawson. You ain't got the straight of this. No living man can walk in here the way he did and get away with it. Even if he is Tim Toomey.
It wasn't him alone that made a smart time. He's got a lot of men waiting close by, in case he don't come out of here alive. So we've been kind of waiting for you to see how you want to play the hand. Well, now that you're here, come on inside. Sit down.
Thanks.
Smoke?
No, thanks. Say, these are pretty comfortable quarters you've got here.